Now we're going to hear from Ryan Pollock, who is a hazards analyst at NIWA.
Yeah, thanks, and good afternoon, everyone. So this project is titled Enhanced Natural Hazard Risk Assessment for Cyclone Gabrielle Recovery. It's sponsored by NEMA, MFE, and Tairāwhiti EQC. And its motivation is to accelerate the development of a multi-hazard risk model and information sharing platform. In New Zealand, we've been developing RiskScape software, which is a joint effort by NIWA, GNS Science, and Tairāwhiti. The risk modeling engine is quite mature now, and it's at a point where we can start to build tools over the top of it to make the risk modeling engine more accessible and also more usable by a broader audience. And this is important because risk models are complex and they're often difficult to access. And at this point in the cyclone recovery, information at a property level is highly important for making risk-informed decisions on sort of where to build, whether to build back, where to build in the future. Not just under the sort of current hazard situation, but also under future hazard situations and also future growth scenarios. So things are going to change in the future. One location is often subject to multiple hazards. So these software and tools are designed to help sort of pick apart the context and then also help to inform what are the most what sort of interventions in future or growth scenarios are likely to provide the best sort of resilience outcome. So in terms of outcomes, there's two key ones. The first one is develop the RiskScape platform as a cloud-based multi-hazard risk model and information sharing platform and make that available to agencies involved in risk-based decision making for the ex-tropical cyclone Gabrielle recovery, and then also extend the functionality of the RiskScape engine and make it available through the platform. And by extended functionality, this includes a module to not just quantify the baseline risk for a hazard or multiple hazards for a location, but also start to quantify the cost benefits of implementing interventions that will reduce the potential risk from hazards at a location in the future. And also as part of that work, we'll be developing tools and methodologies that enable those interventions to be investigated through configuring the software and the input data sets. So this can help us to, or help the user to stress test, say, different land use planning scenarios that represent, say, future growth or development approaches in an area, and look at what potentially serves the best need for reducing risk in future from not just the hazards that were observed tropical cyclone Gabrielle, but also the other hazards that may occur in the areas that were affected. Because there's a number of different agencies that require risk information, but also risk information about, I guess, their elements or their assets of interest. We've got a really broad range potentially of stakeholders across central and local government, but also potentially non-government organisations too. So it's not limited to anyone. It's basically if you require risk information, then this could potentially be a tool that helps to generate that information. So in terms of resources and dates, we're on quite a compressed time frame because we understand the urgency to get these tools out and into the hands of users. So where things are at currently is that the RiskScape platform set up as a cloud-based multi-hazard risk model, and that's more or less good to go. The development of the platform over the next few months will be concentrated on implementing the cost-benefit analysis module, but also developing a microsite that has features for presenting information from the risk model in a more user-friendly way. And then sitting at the back end of the risk model is the input data set. So over this period, we'll be working across all different organizations, bringing together information about hazards, elements that are exposed to the hazards, and then also developing the damage models that enable us to perform risk calculations. And the project team, the project's led by myself and Nick Horsbord, GNS Science, but we're working with Liam Witherspoon at University of Auckland, Tom Robinson, University of Canterbury, and then also Market Economics. Gary McDonald and his team are building the cost-benefit analysis module. And we've got, the Catalyst IT team are doing the implementation of the software. So that's our sort of multi-stakeholder group that's trying to put this thing together. And there's just a quick visualization of what a microsite looks like. Thank you.